So the other day I went for a walk, and normally when I go for my walks, I like to listen to an audiobook or a podcast, but for some reason I felt inclined to do neither of those things and just walk and be with my own thoughts and see what comes up. I think as a creative person, and if you are creative, I think you'll resonate with this. Going for walks or just spending time by yourself, you're going to get a lot of ideas, you're going to get a lot of downloads. And if you are creative, you need to spend a lot of time just being with yourself and seeing what comes up, spending time doing nothing. So for some reason, I just felt inclined to go for my walk and not listen to anything and see what comes up. And I was just thinking. And I came to the conclusion that although being delusional is important, you need to feel as though you are already the person who has the things that you want, even if the external is not necessarily confirming that belief. Go a step beyond. And by taking a step beyond, I mean develop a belief that elevates your being. Develop the belief that regardless of anything, whatever needs to be done to help you get to where it is you want to go, you will do. And I don't mean this in a motivational sense. I mean this in a very practical and logical sense. Whatever is required to help you become the person who not only has the things that they want, but is able to maintain it and is able to grow that. Whatever is required of you to become that person or to become capable of becoming that person, you will do. You will be presented with the endless opportunities that help shape you become that person, to become capable of being successful at having the things that you want. Because we can get the things that we want, but if we lose it all in a week, what's the point in that? We can get the things that we want, but if we aren't smart and if we aren't capable of maintaining it, like, it's gonna go away, or it may not be what we think. There are challenges and problems that may come with experiencing the things that we want. If you want a certain amount of money, for example, but you don't know how to maintain that money, if you don't know what to do with it, if you spend it on silly things that ultimately leads you to making terrible decisions, what's the point in that? You want to be able to get the things that you want and be intelligent with it and maintain it and become a better person by having it. So go beyond delusion in the sense that have this in your utility belt as well. Have this in your back pocket of belief so you can be confident moving forward while you become the person who you want to be. Know that whatever is required of you to become the person you want to be, you'll do. You'll be presented with that information. You may be in a place right now that is seemingly very far off from your ideal and the things that you want, but know and trust and have the belief and develop the belief that you will be presented with all the information necessary in many different forms, if that's what it takes, to help you become that person. You will meet the right person. Do you know how you're going to necessarily meet this right person? No, but that's not required. You don't need to know the how. You will be presented with the right information to help you become who it is you want to be, or to get you to where it is you want to go. You'll meet the right people. You'll do the right things. If there's a lot of work that's required to help you become that, you'll do. If there's hard times and struggle that is required of your character, if you see yourself being a certain person and they have certain traits, they have certain character traits, you may have to go through hard times or challenges to help build yourself up and mold that character. So if you have to go through that, you will. Now, is that seemingly positive? Is it necessarily good? I mean, it's good in the long run, but will it be enjoyable while you're going through it? Maybe not. But growth requires challenge. In order for you to grow, you're going to need to go through difficult times. And if you don't want to go through difficult times, but you expect to grow, then you're not going to grow. It's like if you're doing the same thing over and over again and you want a different result, you're not going to get that different result if you keep doing the same things that you're doing. If you want a different outcome, but you keep doing the same things, you're not going to get that outcome. And the same thing goes for growth. If you want to grow, if you want to become better, but you don't want to go through challenging times and difficulties, then you're not going to grow, right? If you want to become a certain character, if you want to become the best you can possibly be, in order for you to grow and learn certain things, you're going to need to go through shit sometimes. And that's just what's going to have to happen. So if you see yourself becoming a certain person, expect that you're going to have to go through things you've never gone before. And some of that might be challenging. It might be uncomfortable because it's unknown, and that's okay. Trust that you will go through that, which will help bring you to where it is you want to go later down the road. Like I said, if you need to meet somebody that's going to help you learn something, you'll meet that person. Trust, have that faith, have that belief that you are going to meet that person. If you need to develop a certain skill, trust that in some way, shape, or form, you will be presented with the right opportunity to help you learn that skill so you can move forward and become the person you want to be. Trust and have faith that everything you need to help mold yourself into the person you want to be. Trust that everything that you need to help build your character, to help build your belief in your new identity, you will be presented with that will help you move forward and become that person and actually become capable of maintaining the things that you want, become capable of maintaining your dream or your ideal, whatever it is you want. We see all the time people get certain things, they get the certain level of success, but they aren't able to maintain it. They become worse off by getting the things that they want. Trust that whatever it is you're going through right now is preparing you for the things that you want. Even if you're going through hard times, that's a blessing. The amount of character growth and development you're going to get from that is going to help you move forward. And although it might be tough, it's important to know that the biggest amount of growth you're going to get, the largest amount of growth you're going to get comes from challenges, comes from difficulties, it comes from the struggle. If everything was all sunshine and rainbows, you're not going to learn a lot about yourself. It's when things aren't going well and you're forced to look in the mirror and see what you could be doing differently or see how you can grow. That's when you grow. And you don't really see it in the moment. You see it when you're able to look back. But trust and believe that it is a blessing. Know that you're being prepared. Know that everything that you need to help you move forward, you will be presented with. The information, the people, the knowledge, the skills, the lessons, whatever it is, it will be presented to you. And you have to believe that. You have to trust that. So have faith in the fact that you're in the perfect place at the perfect time. You're in the perfect place at the perfect time. And everything that's going on around you is for your benefit. The people who achieve a certain level of success are delusional. Right? There's two ways you can look at this. Either number one is being like, I don't really care what's going on around me right now. I am unhappy and I don't want to be in this position. That's number one. And number two is realizing you're going to be presented with the right information. You're going to be presented with the right opportunities, with the right people that help you grow and learn and become better so you can get to where it is you want to go. Even if you're going through unhappiness or even if you're in a place where you don't want to be right now, trust that it's all meant for you. It's all for you. It's all for your betterment. It's all for you to learn and grow. And that's what it will be. You'll do the right things. You'll meet the right people. You'll say the right things. You'll act in the right ways. You'll end up in rooms that you need to be in. You'll do whatever is required. You'll wake up feeling energized to go out and make progress towards where it is you want to go. You'll do the right things, and you have to trust that you will. And trust that everything around you is happening for you. If you can develop this belief, you're untouchable. You operate with this higher level of energy, and you're going to walk through the world confidently. And when you walk with your back straight, your shoulders back, and you're confident in where you're headed and who you are, that's when good things start to happen.